All right, everybody, welcome. It's Jeff here at Raise Your Vibration TV for another live Thursday at 7 o'clock. Yeah, I'm a little late because things have been running a little slow. Internet's been lagging. My super fast computer ain't so fast right now, so I'm trying to figure that out. Uh-oh, encoded overloaded. Great. Welcome. Grab your cup of choice of what you got, your beverage. And welcome to this Thursday's live. So this is what you need to know right now. Sounds pretty urgent, but it is. This is a call to you from your guides and your higher self to get some messages tonight, and that's what we're going to do. So how it's going to go is we are going to do a collective reading at first. So we're just going to do an overall energy for everybody, okay? And then we're going to do readings by element. So we're going to do fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and then fire, earth, air, and water, and so on and so on and so forth. So drop your sign in the chat. Let me know who's in. I see Kathy. She put down Sag. Welcome. Sag's readings have been pretty crazy if you've been watching those. So let's talk about what's been going on lately, especially with this Aries full moon that we're dealing with. We had on Sunday, around that time. Like I said in the readings, I mean, it was a great weekend, great, beautiful visual full moon, absolutely stunning. But then as like Monday and Tuesday went along, I started to get really kind of impatient. And I used to be impatient back in my younger years, but now it seems, like I go with the flow now. So now I just noticed that it didn't matter what I was doing, if I was going in the flow or not, it still felt like I needed to just keep going, I don't know, it was just a weird kind of vibe. Usually around full moons, I get a little, delulu, in a fun sense. And I did have fun, but I don't know. That's why I put in the poll that I put on the channel, how did that energy affect you? How did you feel with that energy? And one of the answers on it is I felt like I'm doing something wrong. And that's, that weird kind of feeling. I don't know if you guys ever experienced that, but woof. Anyway, we got some big energy coming up. So that's why I thought, we would do this, what we need to know right now. So we're going to be getting messages that are going to resonate in some way, shape, or form with you. So again, we're going to do the closing, and then we're going to do everything by element. All right. So let's go ahead and put the collective reading up. Let's go ahead and we got the tarot table. Right. We got it. All right. So without further ado, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Let's get to it. Let's get to the collective reading. All right. So what we're going to do is pull one oracle for the collective. We're going to do one oracle. Whoa. And that'll go in the top here. And then we'll pull 3 cards and then do some clarifiers to that, okay? All right, let's get to it. It's the collective energy that we need to know right now. Well, we just need one. Yeah, look at that. I'm having some encoding issues. What's going on here? Drop frames. This is usually good going here. I don't know why. Well, I just hope it doesn't ruin your experience. That's all. Let me know in the comment if you're hearing things, seeing things well. What the hell was that? Oh, dear Lord. All right. We good? We think we're good here? All right. So let's get that oracle for the collective. There it is, right there. Boom. And it's triumph. All right. So our general collective energy here is triumph. That's all we need to do right now for all of us, is to focus on success. That is the main thing right there. That's the whole kit and caboodle, kids. So just remember that. For the energy that we need to know right now, it's to focus on success. And that's the bottom line. That's all she wrote. Okay, so let's go ahead and get that vibe now for the collective and what we need to know. So I guess as a collective, we just need to focus on success and not back down. Let's not have fear interfere with our way of life. You know, fear can make us do things that we normally wouldn't do, you know? And with Pluto coming into play, that's big. So, wow. So for the collective energy read, all we need to do is focus on success. That's it. That is it. And what we really need to embrace here is setting ourselves free from judgment. And that's such a big thing. That's such a big thing, is not judging ourselves and not judging others. You know, because when we judge others, we're actually judging ourselves. You know, it's a reflection of who and what you are based on your judgments. Let's set ourselves free from that. It's such an important thing to do right now, is to release ourselves from judgments. The Temperance card is telling us all, everything works in divine timing. Let's be patient here with this process. Okay? Interesting. And the Two of Cups. This is things coming together. That's a very important energy right there. Is when we set ourselves free, we focus on success, and time, the universe guides us to greater cohesive harmony. This is the month of harmony. You know, this is the time of harmony with Libra energy. So it's very important that we take this into consideration. You see what I'm saying? So let's get some clarifiers for that. You know what? Actually, yeah, I think what we're going to do is do 3 of the cosmic energy oracles on each of these cards. Okay, let's do that. So let's do Judgment first. Yeah, determination. Face challenges. With determination, you can achieve anything. So again, release your judgment. Awakening. Awakening is the process of discovering your true self. So we're all going through an awakening. We just need to be determined. Okay? Now, let's get clarifier for Temperance. Abundance. Abundance comes from inner fulfillment and outer effort. All right. So what we need to do here is open up to abundance. Know that all things in due time. Okay? Now let's get one for the Two of Cups. Prayer. Prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. Interesting. So things come together when we go within. There's a determination here in all of us. We're awakening. We're setting ourselves free from judgment. We're allowing abundance to flow into our lives without rushing it, without being impatient with it. You know what I'm saying? And prayer, it's the dialogue to the universe. And when you express your wishes, the universe wants to work with you also in this aspect. So that's really good and very positive reading here, you know, for all of us to just focus on success. We will be triumphant. when we have a set determination, we're all awakening and setting ourselves free. We all know that abundance comes to us when we allow it to flow into our lives because we are successful. And our prayers are answered. You know what I mean? It's triumph. You tell the universe what you want, and it brings it to you. You follow me on that? That's great. Okay, so let's get a closing message for the collective. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to mess around with these settings because it's saying that my stream is excellent condition, but it's saying encoding overloaded. Something's up here. I think it's maybe too many titles or something. I don't know. Something's up. But anyway, let's get a closing message for the collective reading for what we need to know right now. And it's allow. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life, sometimes without even realizing it. We block ourselves from the flow of life. It's safe to open yourself back up. Let's allow this triumphant success into our lives. Let's allow good things into our lives. Let's allow ourselves to be free from judgments. Let's allow the universe to bring things to us in divine timing. And allow ourselves to know that our prayers are answered. Damn, that's a very positive collective reading right there. I'm digging that. All right, let's clear the board and get ready for the elemental signs. But first, folks, we are going to fix this little problem I have here. So let's see. We're going live already, so that's fine. What about, oh, Jesus. Nope, that's not it. All right. So let's shut off the collective. Yeah, things are just running a little too scarily for me. Is everything like, is it laggy on your end? I guess I should ask. Because it's very laggy on my end and it's making me a little worried. So I just want to make sure before we continue, I just want to figure out how the hell I can. Is that what I have to do is start virtual camera? I don't know. Hopefully that'll help. Yeah, the CPU is just running like crazy. Shit. Output. Should lower the bit rate, I think, maybe. Encoder overloaded. Try turning down video settings. Okay, well. All right, we'll try that. I don't know if that's going to do anything. This is the first time that I've had this problem with the new computer and the setup. This is the first time I've had that problem. But I will tell you this, like, I do notice that my computer is running just a little odd. I don't know. And I don't know. I think maybe there may be like an update going on in the background that I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. All right. So, you know what we can do while we're trying to see if this is going to settle a little bit? I think it has. All right. What's it say, Jess? Keep putting things in frame. Short lag happening. Okay. How about now? I think once I switch over to the chair, you'll see it. That. But no worries. What we're going to do while we're seeing if I'm going to get another red flag here, we'll go ahead and clear our energy out. Maybe that's what we need to do is smudge a little bit. Yeah, so far I haven't seen any warning things coming up, so excellent. All right. Let's light our Palo Santo. Ooh. And bless our space before we start our element readings. Okay? Let's do it. Oh, man, I love the smell of this. Perfect. Ooh. All right, so really like that collective reading. Let's clear your energy out. Take a deep breath in. Smell that Palo Santo. That's right. Beautiful. Beautiful. You are all good to go now. Let's clear our space here. Absolutely. Beautiful. I love it. Love it. There's a little bit more for you. Okay. All right. So I guess what we can do now that we've done the collective, and now that I'm not seeing anything else going wonky here, let's start with the element readings. And we're going to start with fire. All right, it's the fire signs. Let's get ready, fire signs, for what you need to know right now. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and let's get the vibe. Ooh, I guess I can base the positioning of the candles on the subscribe button, you know? Like hit the subscribe button. All right, yeah. That's good to know. I'll do that next time. All right, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's do it. Let's get what you need to know right now. Your guides are like, we got some high energy and some passion for you. Let's figure this out. Let's do this. Uh-oh. 3 cards is what we're going to do. 2, and then 1 more. Take the top one. Okay, leave the bottom. All right. All right, so what you need to know right now, fire signs, is Aries. Aries, Aries, Aries. You need to go within. You need no... Uh-oh. What's going on here? What's going on here? Hold on a second. Oh my God. What is going on? YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Open widget. As such. What the hell? I don't understand. This is the first time this has happened. YouTube is not receiving enough video to buffer. Oh, shit. All right, we got Leo's in the house. We got, yep, oh, there it goes. Wow, what is going on here? I guess we're still streaming, though, right? I mean, I don't know what is going on. I think I'm streaming. I don't know, kids. I'm trying to figure this out. Holy cripes. Uh-oh. We just might crash. Hey, Kel, how you doing? I'm going to try to keep this going. This is really acting weird. Wow, this is really lagging. Let's see what is going on here. What is open widget? What's that? Error. YouTube is not receiving enough video. Oh, shit. Wow, something is really going up. This is wonky ass. Wonky. What to do, what to do. All right. Are you all still getting me on here? Because YouTube is telling me that it's not getting enough. I don't know if it's broadcasting or not. Wow, what is going on here? Damn. Encoding overloaded. What the fuck is going on here? I think it's this shit. Let's get rid of these and see if this happens. All right, hang in there, guys. I'm telling you, this is the first time I've ever had anything like this happen. Everything has worked so good, but I have a feeling I know what it is. I think it's some of these titles. And if I eliminate them, we're just not going to have them. I'll add them in post, but I think this is part of the problem because I didn't have this before. So let's see. Hopefully this will work. Let's eliminate those. Delete. Delete. This is the only thing I can deduce that it's this stuff. Because this, I mean, the stuff I have now that I just got is like super, super, super powerful stuff. And stream is healthy. Stream is, now it's saying it's excellent. Now it's saying there's an error. So what the hell? Okay, I'm just going to, fuck it. I'm going to keep going. Thanks everybody for hanging in there. I mean, I just don't get it. But I'm pretty sure maybe that's what's going on here is there was too much. I don't know. I don't know. I think I got them off of here, so. Let's do this. So we're doing fire signs, all right? Doing fire signs. And what we got going on here is for Aries. It's time to go within. It's time to use your inner wisdom and make sure that you need to pull away because collectively here, guys, for fire signs of all, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, you need reciprocating energy. You need enough time with yourself and with others. Okay, so make sure you find that balance. You have to give to yourself as well as you give to others. That's the collective for fire signs. But for individually, Aries has the Hermit. Go within. Maybe you need to pull away. Maybe some you time is needed. Okay, so let's go ahead and get an oracle clarifier for that. So use your inner wisdom for whatever's going on, Aries, okay? Now the stream, now it's saying it's excellent. Okay, so I think maybe that's what it is. So we're going to go on down the road, on the line, I should say. So I'm going to put Aries on the board because that's who I'm doing here. And then we'll do Leo and Sag. Good, okay. Let's see. Those two, all right, yeah. Again, Aries got the Hermit. So again, go within, ground, and don't be tempted to close your heart off. Open it up. Again, this is inner work you're doing, Aries. So pay attention to that, okay? Very good. Let's get a closing message for you here. Worth. So Aries, you are being asked to honor your worth. It can be so easy to feel that you aren't good enough or worthy of happiness. This simply isn't the case, however. You are worthy and you have inherent value. It's time to cherish yourself and see your true worth. That's going within. Guys, that's a beautiful reading right there. Okay? Know your worth. Go within. You'll find the answers. Okay? So, let's move on to Leo. Leo, you have reciprocating energy here with the Six of Pentacles. This is excellent. This is give and take energy, and you are not, I repeat, you are not settling for anything less. So make sure that you are aware of that, okay? And only give that reciprocates. Anything else is bullshit. It shouldn't be one-sided. Yes, Leo, I know, I understand that we give. We love to give. It's our thing. It's our pleasure. But when we give to people that are not deserving of it, it becomes a problem, you know? So, with that being said, let's get some oracles. Anything else? One more. They said one more, so it looks like we might get one or two clarifiers and then a closing message. Ooh. That one right there, okay? All right, Leo, I am bending my cards all to hell. Yeah, this is about security. I am safe. I am protected. I thrive. I don't have to survive anymore. I'm thriving. Release those insecurities. Set yourself free. And also, release anything that does not reciprocate your energy because you are so worth it. You are so worth it. And if nobody else can reciprocate your energy, fuck them. You know what I mean? It's time to move on. And you don't need to be dramatic about it. You just need to not participate in the bullshit anymore. Okay? So let's get a closing message for you. So what you need to know is that you deserve reciprocating energy and release anybody that doesn't. And don't worry about, well, if I let them go, I don't have anything. It's better. You're opening up space for better energy. You know what I'm saying? And you've got this feet on the ground approach. All right, so let's get a closing message for Leo. What do they need to know? What do we need to know? Oh, wow, look at allow. Wow, you're being asked to open your energy field, Leo, and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It's safe to open yourself back up. You know, that's opening back up. You see that, Leo? Allow the universe to give you what you want. Open your hand and the universe will fill it. Okay? Wow. Excellent. All right. Very good. Now I'm getting into the flow of it. Now I'm getting it. Now I'm seeing that the stream is flowing and all of that. So yay. Wonder if you guys can see my hearts. Yay. All right. So again, welcome everybody for being here. Sag, let's get to you. Sagittarius, let's get your message. We've got the Three of Cups. This is celebratory energy. That's what that is, Sag. So you should be celebrating. If you're not, why aren't you? What is it that you're doing that you're not celebrating? You know what I'm saying? This could also mean friends, groups of friends, that kind of thing. But you've got help. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. I hate Randy Newman. You got a friend in me. He did all the Disney Pixar themes, didn't he? They all sound the same too. All right. Now, Sag, Three of Cups, dedicated effort, put in the work. What are you building together with the people that you love? And focus on joy and stability. What you need to know right now is that you need to focus on joy and strength and stability and knowing your worth. This is solar plexus. I am worthy. I am confident. You know, loving that. Loving that. All right. So there's something about working with a group of people here. that if you put in the effort, you'll feel much joy and stability. You may be thinking, oh, I don't know. Is it worth it? It is. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my dang down, flip it, and reverse it. All right, Sag. Ooh, this one wanted to stick right out, so let's give it to you. Ooh, and it's sore. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, Sag. Fly high. Like this card. These cards I've used for so long. They're just falling apart. I love them so much, though. So listen, Sag, with a little bit of work and a little bit of joy and a little bit of gratitude and having your people around you, things work out exponentially for you, okay? And it's a time to celebrate. So that's what you need to know, fire signs, all right? Wow, that was cool. Let's take you off the board, Sag. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you for standing by for the technical difficulties. I kind of knew it. As soon as I put all those like working titles into the program that I use to broadcast, it started to lag. And I'm like, well, that can't be it. I mean, my computer can handle anything. But no, sir. All right, so we did fire signs. Thank you so much, fire signs. Let's get earth signs. Earth signs, you're next. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, roll call. All right, let's get it. I'm going to make 3 piles and pull each one. Taurus. Well, you know what? I'm going to do reversals. And Virgo and Capricorn. Okay. What you need to know. We're going to start with Taurus. Let's do it. Taurus, you're on the board. Here is your message of what you need to know right now. The urgency from your guides are telling you this. It's the 3 of Cups, celebratory energy. You should be celebrating. Having family around you. That closeness, that bond, finding your vibe tribe, okay? Let's get some oracles. Let's see. What do we got? Let's get oracles for Taurus. Ooh. One more, I think. Yep, there it is. Thank you. And it's challenging times and clarity of belief. So what you need to know right now, Taurus, is that there have been challenging times, but you don't need to face this alone. That's the biggest thing I can tell you right now, is you do not need to face it alone. In fact, the Ace of Swords is telling you it's time for a new way of looking at things and a new understanding. But that heart, that hand on that heart, attracting that gratitude, that healing, forgiveness, letting bygones be bygones. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've had some challenging time with some friends, and now it's time to kind of release that energy. You know what I'm saying? With a new way of looking at things, maybe reaching out. So you may have friends reaching out to you, wanting to, again, heal some friendships here. Maybe it's a family member also. All right, let's get a closing message. What is the closing message Taurus needs to know now? I need to know. I need to know. And it's choice. Taurus, what you need to know is you're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. So listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that is right for you. The time is now. Damn, Taurus. That is fantastic. So after all these challenging times, things come together when you choose. Only when you choose. I dig that. All right? Taurus, that's what you need to know. It's time to make a choice. Let's go to Virgo. Virgo, we have for you, welcome. We have for you Two of Wands in reversed. And what that means upright, Two of Wands, is you're ready. You may be making some traveling plans, anything of that ilk. But when it's reversed, you may have some things on hold. So what that's saying is you may be frustrated with the lack of planning here, the lack of forward movement. And we're going to have a lot of things happen this week coming up that are going to allow that forward movement to happen for you, Virgo. So be patient. There's an antsiness involved here, and I want you to be patient, okay? So let's get some clarifiers with the Psychic Tarot deck and see what we have. What we have for you. There they are. Yeah, and it's change your focus. Stop looking at what's not working and start looking at what can and will, okay? And control. This is the Strength card. But what this is also showing you, Virgo, is that you're really not in control of anything. So change your focus on not controlling it and going with the flow instead. That's what you really need to know right now, is that changing your focus on what can work instead of what isn't. Big message for you, okay? Let's get a closing message on what you need to know. So release the frustration, change your focus, and know that you are in better control by going with the flow than fighting it, okay? Now, let's get a closing message for you, Virgo. All right. Yeah, so these readings are timeless, just so you know. They go on and on and on. So just be aware of that. All right, guys? Let's do this. What you need to know is have faith, Virgo. Beautiful. It's not always easy to have faith and trust that everything's going to be okay. Yet you still must do exactly that, Virgo. Because when you have faith, your life will begin to flow in magical ways that you never imagined were possible. Damn. So have faith. Things will work out. Okay? That's very good. Very, very good. All right. Let's move on. Thank you so much, Virgo. We're going to continue this with the earth signs with Capricorn. Welcome, Capricorn. Let's go ahead and get your what you need to know message for you. What do you need to know? Let's find out. Capricorn. We got that one. Well, I know I'm doing the oracles first. All right, so I got those. So what we have for you, Capricorn, is the Five of Cups. And this could be shoulda, woulda, coulda energy. This is basically showing you that you are wasting your energy. So the message here is don't. That's what you need to know, is don't waste your energy on shoulda, woulda, coulda. You can't change the past, but you can change the way that you look at it right now, okay? Big message for you right there. So don't feel hopeless and helpless. You know, this is the Eight of Swords. This is stuck energy, and you're kind of in this loop. You don't want to be there. 8 is showing you to focus on abundance instead of lack, okay? And giving and receiving. So again, lots of things coming your way. The 6 of Pentacles, this is reciprocating energy. You should only be putting your time and effort into reciprocating energy. So make sure that you do that, all right? But lots of also help coming in too. So be aware of that, all right, Capricorn? Be aware of that. We don't want to stay here in this stuck energy of where to go. That makes you waste your energy and kind of waste the opportunities that are available to you here. The universe is saying, listen, you need to know that stop wasting your energy. You're not stuck. Just reach out your hand and we'll fill it with what you desire. But you have to believe that you're worthy of it, okay? So let's go ahead and get a closing message on what you need to know. Wow. Let's get it for Capricorn. What do they need to know? Let's see, Capricorn. They're making me shuffle that baby. Okay, there we go. And it's create. Capricorn, you're being asked to connect with your creative side in whatever way feels best. This part of you needs extra attention right now. It needs to be expressed in a bigger way. Okay, so don't waste your energy. Create. Well, what do I create, Jeff? I don't know. Open up to it. Get creative. Okay? So, with that being said, Capricorn, thank you so much for watching. That is going to do it for the Earth signs. That's going to do it for the Earth signs. Let's have a big round of applause for the Earth signs. Okay, all right. That means that we've done fire signs, and now we are going to move on to, you guessed it, the air signs. Gemini. We're going to start with the air signs. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay 3 cards out. That's going to represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay? So, air signs, get ready. Drop some shit in the chat. What'd you do? Fall asleep? I just had 20 minutes of technical difficulties. That's not bad. All right, Gemini, let's get your, what do we need to know? Energy for you. What do we need to know? Let's get it. Well, let's get everyone's cards on the table first. Yep, you said you were going to cut like that. There we go. And then we were going to do that. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Well, you're probably saying, Jeff, why are you keeping those cards there? Why are you keeping those cards like that? Why are you keeping them upside down? Well, because in this reading, I was told to use reversals. So this is Gemini. Gemini has a tendency. What you need to know is that you need to really change. See, this is I'm going to give you a little secret. Reversals to me, and there's big controversy about reversals in tarot. I made it really simple. Queen of Wands is embracing change. That's the energy of this card. Embrace change. Learn to change and go with the flow or bend in the wind of change. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, if it's reversed, that means that you are reluctant for change. You see how that works? And it frustrates you. There it is. Okay? Now, for Libra, you have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is a good thing here. It's stability. It's a new job. It's happy family, happy wife, happy family. It's all of it. Retirement, all that good shit. It's a payoff. But when it's reversed, it's blocked. That means that right now you're frustrated trying to get to that finish line. And we'll talk more about that. Now, Aquarius, you got the Two of Cups upright. Well, hot damn. I love that card, by the way. Hi, Jean. How you doing? So, Two of Cups. Maybe you got relationship things going on. Maybe you're open to a relationship because all the other air signs look like they're closed off to something. So let's go back to Gemini, okay? Gemini, what you need to know is that change is coming and you got to embrace it, okay? And you're adaptable. So what's the hang up here, Gemini? What could it be? Is it the fear of unknown? Okay, let's do it. One more. There we go. Yeah, seek the truth. Seek the truth with the Seven of Swords. Is there something else going on? What's going on here? It's time to rip the veil open on deceptive thoughts. Maybe you're getting the vibe of deceptive people. Be aware of that, okay? Let's see what's going on here. All right, let's see. What are we doing here? Okay. Let's see. Whatever. All right. Nope, that's not it. Okay. And the other one is believe and succeed. That's all you need to do. So embrace this change, not with frustration, but by seeking the truth. Maybe your thoughts are deceiving you on whatever change you need to make. Just be aware that now it's time to set that right, okay? Just believe and succeed. Just keep moving forward. This is a moving forward energy instead of stalling. So let's get the closing message for you. So maybe it's just a fear of the unknown, you know? That could make you weary of change. Change is scary as fuck, but once you do it, it's like, oh, this was so worth it, you know? So worth it. Let's see. Yeah, and Geminis usually air signs have no problems adapting. But, you know, it all depends. So let's get a closing message for you, Gemini, on what you need to know. What does Gemini need to know? Last closing message is check in. Check in. When you think about whatever it is that you're pondering, Gemini, take a moment to check in with how you feel about it. Do you feel lighter or heavier? Excited or filled with dread? Pay attention to your inner guidance. It's always so helpful. All right, so check in with your energy. Are you being your best cheerleader or your worst enemy? You know what I mean? So be aware of that, okay? Interesting. All right, Gemini, that is going to do it for what you need to know. Thank you so much for watching. We are going to move on to Libra. Now, happy birthday, Libra. But what we need to understand here is what the frustration is. We want the happy ending. But maybe it's because of our insecurities. We feel that we're not going to be able to get it. So Libra, let's go deeper into this. Let's get your oracles and see what they have to say about that, what you need to know, okay? Cough out of nowhere means one thing. Speak your truth. That's right. Speak your truth. So let's get 2 oracles, if we can, for Libra, you know, because it's all about balance. And see. All right. So what they want you to do is rest and reconsider. You're resilient. You got this. Don't give up. The 9 always says, don't give up. Keep going. This is the judgment card. Release yourself from judgment so you can blossom. The seed doesn't go, oh, I don't know if I can grow. I don't know. It just inherently knows that it can do it. And if it's nourished properly, it blooms without fail, okay? Even in the most adverse conditions, Libra, and you have to understand that. But the big message for you, what you need to know in this reading is do not give up. Not one bit, not one bit. You keep going. Release your judgments and don't give 2 shiny shites about what other people think, really. Because it's kind of putting a damper on your happiness. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, let's get a closing message for what you need to know. There it is, right there. And it's focus. You're being asked to shift your focus away from what isn't working towards what is. Paying extra attention to where you place your focus is the first step toward creating an amazing life. Wow. Libra. So keep going and focus on your energy. Libra, that's going to do it for your reading. Oh my God. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. Do you guys know about my whole skunk issue right now? We got a trap out there to catch the skunk. And, it's dark out now. And as I was finishing up Libra's reading, I heard something in the trap. I don't know, maybe they were setting it. No. Did I catch that skunk? What am I going to do when I catch that skunk? I still don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, no. Okay, it's all right. False alarm, they were setting the trap. Holy shit. I was like, I'm catching the skunk live on fucking YouTube. All right, so Libra, just focus. Wow. Let's go ahead and switch over to Aquarius. Thank you so much, Libra. Let's switch over to Aquarius. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Did you already come back from Alaska? I thought you and Missy were going to Alaska or something like that. Or was I dreaming that? Well, I'm glad you're here. All right, let's see. Let's do Aquarius. We got the Two of Cups, baby doll. We got the Two of Cups. Look at that. Oh, I love the skunk emoji. I haven't smelled it either, so I don't know what's going on. Two of Cups, Aquarius. This is beautiful energy for you. This is things coming together. All right? So let's get some oracles and see what else adds to this Two of Cups energy. Pretty neat. I really like doing these lives. They're kind of training me to do like different mini reads. I really don't do mini reads. You know how I flow. I just keep going and going and going, and this kind of makes me, I don't know. I like it. I kind of like it. All right, look at that. Aquarius, you're manifesting. You're manifesting this relationship. Just go with the flow. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is saying it's time. I mean, damn. Wow. It's time. Aquarius, what you need to know is that it's time for you to manifest a relationship. If you're not currently in one, Aquarius, I think it's time for you to open up to it. Yes, came back and went to Las Vegas to Art Music Festival. Oh, the iHeart Music Festival next weekend with Carla. Damn. Take me jet setting. Shit. All right. So Aquarius, you're manifesting a relationship. It's time. You may be coming together. There's just coming together. All kinds of coming together. Yes. So Aquarius, this is very good. Very good. Very spicy. Very spicy. So again, let's get a closing message for Aquarius. So things are coming together. Just go with the flow. All right? We don't need to muck things up with our insecurities. All right, let's get a closing message. Receive, yeah. All right, Aquarius, it's time to receive. You're being asked to open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Damn. All right. You are receiving something that you are manifesting here. Okay? Gemini needs to check in to see why they're not getting there. Libra just needs to release and focus. And Aquarius needs to engage and receive and manifest. So you guys are kind of like all on that theme, one before the other. Interesting. All right. Aquarius, thank you so much for watching. That is going to do it for the air signs. So we are going to move to the water signs. Let's clear the board. That means we're doing Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let's get ready for that. Let's clear the board. Thank you so much for being here, folks. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't forget, if you would like a personal reading with me, well, that would be just a joy. You can click that link in the description. It'll bring you to my booking page. We can do it in person or online. I got extended hours for you guys, especially for the weekends. But if you see some weekends blocked off, that's because I'm doing a tarot party. So, but I could make a time work for you. Okay. Let's get these cards nice and shuffled up for water signs. Welcome, water signs. We're going to be hooking you up with what you need to know. This is your guides and your angels calling you to this reading so you can see what you need to know. All right. So let's get the collective energy up here for you guys. Cancer, 2 of Swords. Scorpio, 5 of Cups. And Pisces, the Magician. Interesting. All right. Collectively, what this means for you water signs is that you really need to start making a choice. Take the blindfold off. Ooh, excuse me. Make the choice. Take the blindfold off. You're wasting your energy if you don't, so you need to make a choice and create the reality you want. That's the water sign collective vibe right there. Wow, everyone's getting all kinds of messages in all kinds of forms. I love this. All right, so let's do Cancer. Let's go over Cancer right away. Boom, let's put you on the board. Cancer, let's get your oracle clarifiers on what you need to know. Right on, water signs. Okay, let's get Cancers. There we are. Okay. And we've got the Hierophant with teach. So you're being taught a lesson here about faith. Okay? And knowing that when you hold on to your faith, dreams come true. So make a choice. That's what you need to do, Cancer, is make a choice. And when you make that choice and hold that faith, and it's really, she holding a rose there? Yeah. Interesting. That's wisdom. That's love. So the universe is saying, make a choice with love. How you doing, Jessica? All right, so let's get a closing message for you, Cancer. So it's time to make a decision. Have faith, because dreams do come true. So believe that your dreams will come to you because you're worthy of it. Okay? All right, let's get a closing message for Cancer. There it is. And it's expand. Cancer, you're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. And that's the whole thing for this new energy that you're stepping into. When you make a choice to expand, well, then you are just like opening up to so many possibilities. And the universe is saying, go ahead, dream bigger for yourself. It can happen to you. Okay? All right. Very good. So Cancer, that is what you need to know. Let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, the 5 of Cups is showing you, what are you doing here? You're spending your time in the past. There's some regret. You're wasting your energy. So Scorpio, let's not do that. Let's not waste our energy. Let's start focusing on the here and now, okay? Because this is the only time that matters. You can't change the past, so why the fuck do you keep revisiting it? You know, that's Bella Swan energy. Nah, I don't think so. Balance. This is the time to do it. Focus on balance and you'll have balance, okay? You don't find it, you become it. And you're putting yourself out of balance when you're focusing on the past. Really putting yourself out of balance, Scorpio. But the 6 of Pentacles is here. So that's the 2 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, juggling a lot. But you're actually working it out here, kids. The universe is saying, here, you want balance? Ask for balance, and we will give it to you. That's funny, Scott. Oh my God. I had a riot with Scott and Jean on Sunday. They came down to the shop. Oh my God. What a time. That was fun. All right, Scorpio, let's get a closing message for you. So lots of help coming in. Just don't waste your time. All right? Don't waste your time. Yeah, that's an evil song. It is. All right. Ooh. What's the closing message? Allow. Wow, everybody's getting that message. Scorpio, allow. You're being asked to open your energy field and take down your walls of protection in order to allow goodness into your life. Sometimes without even realizing it, we block ourselves from the flow of life. It's safe to open yourself back up. Yeah. And the universe, as soon as you do, it says here. So stop wasting your energy. Okay? Pay attention to that. 6 plus 2, 7, 8. 8 is abundance. Allow abundance into your life. Okay, remember that. Yes, we did have fun. Absolutely. All right, let's do Pisces. Pisces, the magician is here. Oh, let's put you on the board. Pisces, the magician is here to say, what are you creating in your life? What are you manifesting? What you need to know is that you are the magician in your life. You can create your reality based on where you put your focus. Where is your focus, Pisces? Let's get some clarifiers for that magician card. There's 1. Let's get 2. The magician card is great. That says use the law of attraction. Study up on it. Which ones do I keep? Keep the one on the top. Get rid of the one on the bottom. Okay. Wow, look at that. The sun card. Shine as brightly as the sun. Keep that positive attitude. And the Ace of Wands is new vitality here. Wow, this is fresh. This is a breath of fresh air energy, guys. And don't let anyone dim your light. Whether you don't have what you want yet doesn't mean you're not going to get it. That just means that you're not ready to receive it in your life. And when you do allow yourself to receive it, you watch how fast it comes in. See what I'm saying? So don't let anyone dim your light, including you. And make sure that you embrace change. It's time for a new change. Open up to it, okay? We got 19, 1, 1. We have that 9, 1, 1, 1. So 1, 1, 1, 11, 11, that kind of energy. 10 plus 1 is 11, 11, 11. 9 plus 1 is 10. You see all the numerology going on here. So this is a new beginning. This is a blessing in disguise, okay? Let's get a closing message for you, Pisces, to wrap up this. What do we need to know? 7 p.m. live tarot night. Okay, let's get the vibe for you. Boy, it started off shaky, I'll tell you that, but that's okay. All right, and your closing message and what you need to know is abundance. And Pisces, you're being asked to open to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step toward receiving it. Breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Damn. So collectively, expand your horizons in your thinking, water signs. Allow good things into your life, especially abundance. You are worthy of it, so allow it. Allow yourself more abundance. There's more than enough to go around. You're not being greedy. You've allowed yourself a bare minimum, folks. And now it's time to open up to something beautiful and fresh. You deserve it. Okay? Very good. So, water signs, that's going to clear this out. I really liked this form of messages on what you need to know. I like getting inspired like that, you know? All right, so let's go back to the face cam. Let's have a little chit chat, shall we? I hope that was fun for everybody. And I want to leave you with a few things. J is for Jeff. Want to leave you with some things. A couple things that I have used recently that are working for me is this code. And the code is this. So get ready. 5207418. Say it with me. 5207418. Don't worry, Tam. You can watch it on the replay. As soon as I go off live, you'll be able to go back and watch it. You're fire sign, so you're first, of course. But let me put it in the chat also, okay? 5207418 equals the code to wealth. And you're like, oh, come on, Jeff. Are you serious? Yes, I'm dead serious. So this is what you do. 5207418. 5207418. 5207418. This is the code to allowing wealth into my life. 5207418. I allow money into my life. This money comes to me when I use this code. 5207418 is the crack to abundance, the hack to abundance. 5207418. I allow money to flow into my life. I'm telling you guys, try it. Day 2. Watch what happens. You heard it here first, all right? And this is based, and you can go ahead and research this, Google this, because you know I wouldn't share anything with you if I didn't research it. And this goes back thousands of years, where they had certain numerical codes line up to certain frequencies. And there's our codes for health. And I know this because I'm starting to get into Rafe technology. And that is a device that uses certain frequencies to heal ailments in the body. Anything could be healed with frequency. It's amazing. Getting into sound and sound frequencies again. I have specific solfeggio frequencies that I made on the channel here. Check those out for different like wealth and love and happiness and healing and letting go of the past. They're all in code. So this kind of goes with it. So 5207418 is the code to wealth. Keep saying it. I have it written all over my house. 5207418. I have it in my car. 5207418. I just say it and say it and say it. And it's worked. It's really worked. All right. So the other thing I want to leave you with is this. I want you to start saying this to yourself along with this code every morning. Say it every time you start to worry, doubt, or fear. Okay. You have to correct yourself. You have to catch yourself when you're in that moment of, okay. Let me get a sip of coffee for this real quick. This is what you say. Everything works out in my favor. The universe guides me. The earth supports me. I am safe. I am loved. I am worthy. I am protected. Everything works out in my favor. It is done. It is done. It is done. And just don't say it like everything works out in my favor. The earth supports me. The universe guides me. I'm worthy. I'm loved. I'm safe. No, you have to say it with conviction. Everything works out in my favor. The universe guides me. The earth supports me. I am safe. I am protected. I am loved. I am worthy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is done. Say that all day, every day, like I do. I used to bite my nails. Now look at them babies. I can't even think about biting my nails now. But since I detoxed my parasites and started using this technique, I noticed one day, I'm like, oh my God, I don't bite I used to be a chronic nail biter since I was a child. No kidding. You got the link to the solfeggio frequencies? I'll go ahead and put that in. There's a playlist up too. Let me go ahead and grab that for you guys really quick. But yeah, these work and they're all tuned to those frequencies. Let's see. Content, playlists. Where are they? Let's see. I have so many playlists. Where are my playlists? Where is that playlist? I know I made it. I made it so long ago. It was probably at the beginning of the channel. Wow. Some of these I can totally take down. Got to redo these. I'm glad I'm going through this. All right, there we go. Ultimate Get the link. We'll share that in the stream. Yeah, Tammy, did you have that frequency ring when you came to the shop? All right, I think I remember. I think you remember. I think I remember you talking about that. But in either way, so I put the link in the chat for you guys. But again, correct yourself every time your mind starts to. You have to stop that. There is no rule that says you just got to let that shit play. You got to let it play until it beats you down. You don't need to do that. So mind blown, you don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. So make sure that you're not doing it. Okay? All right, everybody. It's been one hell of a night. Thank you so much for watching. Go back and watch the replay. Find out what you need to know. Remember the code to wealth. Say it all the time. Share it with everybody. Let's share the load. Don't worry about it. We're not going to run out of any kind of money. It's abundant, just like the universe. All right? Trust me on that. But again, change your frequency, change your vibration. You got this. All right? Everybody, thank you so much for watching. We're going to end the live. Make sure you watch your weekly tarot reading that is posted on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. Don't forget, the freaking weekend is tomorrow, 10 a.m. for the vibe for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a good one, just so you know. And thank you so much for watching. If you would like a personal reading with me, then go ahead and click the link in the description, and it'll bring you to my booking page, in person or online. It'll work for you, all right? So thank you so much for watching. You can go back again and watch the replays for fire, earth, air, and water. Really, 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 really good vibes this Thursday. I didn't know what we were going to do to the last minute. You know, that's how spirit works. And it usually happens when I'm driving. I wrote a couple songs that way too when I was driving. So yeah, pretty good, pretty good. So love it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, share, and comment. Let your friends in on this. You know, don't be greedy. There's enough of me to go around. Okay. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and I will see you on the next live or the next readings or whatever. Okay. So love you all, and I will see you then.